Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already. Back to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be... The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see Week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a dunk. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off.
And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take up the yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that is no good. And they will remain well. The Pats at the line ready to go.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Nick Needham picks it off, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take over right. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And now here is another interception. Nick Needham picks it off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers.
Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level.
today. From Acrisure Stadium in
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. His safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Patriots are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. $17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Alex Highsmith, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
2nd and 14. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Tyson Alualu gets in there and drops it.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down again. Miles Jack, that's not back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers are 1st and 10. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Sliding out of the pocket. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back?
His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
That's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Steelers are going to get possession of the football. And
we're scoreless after 1. The Pats at the line ready to go. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Buying time to his left. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it.
And my goodness, another interception. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll buy some time right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick, and the Pats are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the steal.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And they've got the...
This offense struggling here in the second half. They have not scored yet. They'll try to change that here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll bring this one back to the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll get this back to the Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young.
And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for.
This is the development trait. This player has a zone ability. This is...
Today.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown. He'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown from 19 yards. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wide receiver complete. Touchdown, Patriots. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment.
Oh, he did it again.
On the move past the 40, down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 53 yards.
And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop.
Going deep here for Parker. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer in.
They get that done.
The Pats at the line ready to go.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 3rd quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. He's going to take another shot here. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He did.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. The Pats at the line ready to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. He's going to try and go deep again. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. Finding the end zone. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Dancing to his left.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
They, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing passes. If you grab someone, they shouldn't be able to catch it.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout. On for the extra point is Folk. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass is caught. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And the Jets have got it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams,
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Pats, they